And now let's meet our starting lineups for both teams. First for the visitors, the Sioux Falls FC Thunder. First, number 5, BG Romana Omari. Number 6, Brady Cork. Number 7, Eric Beltran. Number 8, Kiribel Yurga. Number 10, Stevenson Storm. Number 11, Tyler Limmer. Number 18, Jorge Lopez. Number 19, Juan Macri. Number 20, Stephen Ayodel. Number 21, Ethan Glissendorf. And keeper number 77, Federico Andrea Simonetti. And now, let's meet the starters for your Med-City FC Mayhem. Number 4, a defender, Ayrton Redmore. Number 6, midfielder, Jack Hilton Jones. Number 7, a forward, Mazid Aero Lambo. Number 8, a defender and midfielder, Miguel Tomei. Midfielder number 9, Lucas Hart. Midfielder number 11, Tyler Oliver. Midfielder number 12, Colton Prater. Number 14, a defender and midfielder, Till Tripner. A midfielder and forward, number 17, Josh Balsiger. And a defender slash midfielder, number 20, Carl Nyman. Goalkeeper tonight, number 1, AJ Jarvis. Med-City's head coach is normally Neil Cassidy, but tonight it will be Fabian Besserell. Assistant coaches are Corbin Bowers and Tim Jennings. The officials for tonight's game are Jonathan Oppenheimer, Brian Holm, Carson Thomas, and Peter Newman. And now we would ask that you all please rise and gentlemen remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Well, my kids are out there, so that's good news. They didn't get kicked out. Test it real quick. Test, 1, 2. Test. Okay. Thank you. A special thank you to our ball kids tonight, Connor, Camden, Silas, Henry, Reese, and Mackenzie from the Stewartville Youth Soccer Association. We're giving all area youth clubs the chance to have players and teams participate as field escorts and ball kids this season. For more info, contact Med-City FC. And now, let's play soccer! Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Rochester Regional Stadium for tonight's matchup between the Med City FC Mayhem and the Sioux Falls Thunder FC. I'm Nick Johnson with you for tonight's action. Really looking forward to tonight's match, as Sioux Falls, typically one of those teams that ends up kind of in the middle of the standings as far as the NPSL is concerned. But obviously with this year being different than most, no teams had a season last year, so everybody's dealing with new rosters. Med City typically one of the better teams in this conference, but they're very new. They're still learning each other, and so maybe Sioux Falls catching them at the right time. It's a bit breezy this evening here in Rochester. It's been a very beautiful day. I know I got all sorts of yard work done today out in the sun, but right now it's nice, about 65 degrees, and probably a 10-15 mile per hour wind, as we are getting some instructions from the officials and trying to get that figured out to get started this evening. But Med City is 1-0 on the season, of course, winning last Friday night against Granite City in a non-conference matchup. Just 4 practices into their season, and they were able to get that victory by a score of 2-1. We are underway as the Mayhem pass it around. Tilt Trippner was not here for that May 7th matchup. He's number 14. He sent it across, and Sioux Falls took it over. Now Med City just trying to get it out of the middle. That one's booted way ahead by Ayrton Redmore from Melbourne, Australia. As usual, Med City has searched not just the country but the world for a lot of their players. You see Redmore from Australia, Trippner from Germany, and players from England, Sweden, and Norway as well. So, as usual, a pretty eclectic lineup for the Mayhem. As the first minute's gone here, as they try to keep it in the zone. That was Jack Hilton Jones with the cutoff. But Sioux Falls will push it up on the right side. A reverse course, and that one goes out of bounds.
Toyota is proud to support Med City FC again this season. Whether it's beautiful style, advanced technology, or superior safety features, Toyota has a vehicle that is right for you. Visit Toyota.com or stop by Rochester Toyota to see the super impressive Toyota lineup. Toyota, let's go places.
Just about 2 minutes gone here in the first half. Med City and Sioux Falls, their first conference tilt this season. They try and clear it out. Now Sioux Falls gets it across midfield. Sending it in is Kirabel Yurga for the Thunder. But the Mayhem able to take it over. And Yurga has it once again. Got guys on each side of him, but keeps it. Didn't want to get an offsides call there, so Med City able to turn him over. Now here come the Mayhem, trying to work it up the field. Passed ahead, nice play there by Tyler Oliver, looking for Mazid Arrow Lambo, and he has it now on the right side. Passing it back to Lucas Hart, trying to reverse the field a bit, and Hilton Jones sends it back to his defender, Josh Balsiger. Now Balsiger directing traffic. Backs it out to Hilton Jones. Up ahead to Oliver. And we saw a lot of patience from Med City last week. That appears to be the case here again, as a foul is called on Sioux Falls. Action will continue. That one drifts out of bounds.
Rochester Athletic Club is a proud partner of Med City FC. The Rochester Athletic Club is more than a health club. The club is a space to work out, spend time with family and friends, refine your skills, and relax in our spa-like facilities.
Be fit, be family, be well. For more info, call 507-287-9300.
About 4 minutes gone here in the first half between Sioux Falls and Med City. Yurga passing it ahead. Nice play for Stevenson Storm, the aptly named attacker, puts it in for Sioux Falls. They strike first as Storm found the angle and puts the Thunder up 1-0.
Scoring at the 4-minute mark for Sioux Falls, number 10, Stevenson Storm.
So a very quick lead for Sioux Falls, and again a nice pass there by Yurga to get the assist. But defenders were there for Med City. Storm just able to make the play at a very, like I said, tough angle. Jarvis couldn't get there, and now pass too far, and that one is not able to be tracked down by Carl Nyman. So a throw-in will be coming for Sioux Falls. I have two kids tonight as ball kids, and so you can see my son Camden there, right by the thrower, Eric Beltran. As that ball goes way out of bounds. And one of my neighbor kids, Henry Jordan, will go ahead and pick that one up. So fun to have the neighborhood out here tonight. They are representing the Stewartville Youth Athletic Association. And I don't mind telling you, I'm coaching two teams this year, and they're both undefeated. So it's been a good run for both the Hawks and the Kings of the Stewartville Youth Athletic Association. As we cross 6 minutes here in the first half, a dangerous pass cleared away by Redmore. That pass was from Trippner. Again, just got here on Monday. So finding his way onto the roster, pass up ahead, and Arrow Lambo has that one denied. Nice play there by the keeper, Federico Andrea Simonetti. Arrow Lambo scored one of the goals last week for Med City. David Armas had the other. Armas from Ecuador, so again, spotting the globe here with a number of different Med City players. Foul there against Sioux Falls, so a free kick coming here for Med City, and perhaps they can get the attack set up here. Jack Hilton-Jones gets it played back by Colton Prater. And that one's kicked out of bounds. We're going to have a corner kick up coming here for the Mayhem. And it'll be Prater putting it in for Med City. And that is denied. Another nice play there by Simonetti, just to knock that one away. And now Sioux Falls clears it ahead, and they've got numbers here. Passing ahead, Yurga is going to have a wide open net here. That was Storm, rather, with his second goal already, sneaking that one past Jarvis, who was way outside the box. It's a early 2-0 lead for Sioux Falls.
Scoring again for the Thunder, number 10, Stevenson Storm.
So the very aptly named Stevenson Storm is bringing the Thunder for Sioux Falls. 2 goals already in the first 8 minutes, 4-minute mark and the 8-minute mark. Med City's got to shake this off real quick. And again, that was mostly a hustle play as Sioux Falls was able to clear it ahead.
I can't remember who tracked it down on that far right side. I want to say it was Jurga, but it was definitely Storm who put it away for the Thunder, as he was able to clip it just past Jarvis. And now Med City has a throw in on the far side. 9 minutes gone here in the first half, and the Mayhem already trail 2-0. Big pass up ahead. That was Redmore, and I think he was looking for Oliver, but just put too much on it. Again, it is a windy night. You can see the flags going left to right on your screen here. As Jurga tries to feed it up ahead and keep the momentum going. That one did not go out of bounds. Nice play there by Josh Balsiger. But Sioux Falls definitely looks like the more aggressive team here in the first 10 minutes of action. Trippner passes it back, and again Redmore looking ahead. Cleared away by Biji Rimana Omari. Out of bounds, last touch by Sioux Falls, so a throw in coming for Med City, and they do so quickly. Looks like they'll try to reverse field here as well. Trippner up ahead to Hilton Jones. Back to Balsiger, trying to work it across that left side. Now Arrow Lambeau. Passing it back to Hilton Jones. Good spacing here by the Mayhem as Oliver goes back to Hilton Jones. Oliver gets taken down, and Med City has to retreat a bit here. Hilton Jones, nice pass up ahead, received well by Lucas Hart. Hart sending it in and can't quite bend it enough. It was kind of in between a pass and a shot attempt as Arrow Lambeau was in the area. Might have been able to get a header on it, but the threat ends here for Med City. As my other son / ball kid, Connor, tracks that one down.
Mayo Clinic sports medicine experts help athletes to optimize performance, minimize risk, and recover from injuries. Mayo Clinic Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical and performance provider for Med City FC. Meet your goals by visiting sportsmedicine.mayoclinic.org.
Well, here we are at the 12-minute mark of the first half, and bit of a surprise for Med City. Like I said, Sioux Falls normally a decent squad, but typically ends up in the middle of the pack of the NPSL, where Med City's been in the top 3 every year of their existence. And I'm remembering back, I want to say it was 2018 or 19, when Med City was working on their playoff run, as Oliver took one off the face there, and I think they are going to pause action for him. And we will take a quick timeout as the trainer runs out to check on Tyler Oliver. You were watching Med City FC football.
Med City FC is proud to offer youth club soccer players in Rochester and surrounding communities free season passes as part of our affiliate youth club sponsorship. Youth players who show their pass at the games will get in free all season long. A special thank you to Mayo Clinic Sports Medicine and Toyota for supporting this program. Player passes will be coming out soon, so keep an eye out for them. Substitution for Med City, number 23, Peter Holt Lang Nielsen.
So Oliver out, Lang Nielsen in. Lang Nielsen from Jovik, Norway. And hopefully he can provide a spark here for the Mayhem, trailing 2-0. To finish my story, I can't remember if it was 18 or 19, but Med City was making a playoff push, and their aggregate didn't look great. Sioux Falls came to town, and they were in rough shape, to say the least. I think they only had one sub that game, and Med City poured it on. They scored, I believe, 11 goals that evening to Sioux Falls 1, which helped them with the aggregate and eventually got them to the 2 seed. And you wonder, I would assume some coaches are remembering that as that attempt for Arrow Lambeau just goes wide right. So at least Med City with a couple good attacks here. But you really like to see them cut this lead in half. As Federico Andrea Simonetti gets ready to send it into play for Sioux Falls. When I have time to say his name, I'll say the full name, but if he's making a save, he's just going to be Simonetti from this point forward. As Med City passes it back to Jarvis. And Jarvis is just going to send it high and up the middle. Out of bounds, last touched by Sioux Falls. So Med City will send it in quick. Nice 4 corners passing there to get it onto the other side of the field. Lang Nielsen up ahead. And a big hold there, no call. As Josh Balsiger got dragged to the ground. 16 minutes gone here in the first half. Still Sioux Falls 2, Med City nothing. And here they come, Med City able to clear it. That rush looked like the other 2 rushes that Sioux Falls was able to score on. And now up the middle comes Colton Prater. Prater looking for Arrow Lambeau and nothing there.
Wood-fired pizza is a proud sponsor of Med City FC. Get our delicious pizza at local farmers markets and breweries this summer. And if you're looking for something different for your next party, we cater private events and we'll bring our oven on a trailer right to your house. Look for our full-page ad in the game day program or go to firebrickbread.com for more information. Firebrick Bread, wood-fired pizza.
Well, Med City with another threat here as they sent that in from the corner, but Sioux Falls doing a nice job of getting in passing lanes, and there's an example, another one off the face. I can't see the number for that Sioux Falls player, but number 6, Brady Cork. Appears to be okay. Nice move here, trying to center it is Lucas Hart. It did deflect, though, off of Sioux Falls last, so Med City will have a corner kick. And it will be Hart sending it in for the Mayhem. Hart with the big left-handed boot, and that one is headed in. Looks like it was put in by Ayrton Redmore, and Med City has cut this lead in half.
Scoring for Med City, number 4, Ayrton Redmore. Assist on the corner kick for Lucas Hart.
So Med City gets a much-needed goal And I was just about to say, since Storm got that second goal for the Thunder, Med City really woke up and were playing well. But oftentimes in soccer, if you get your chances and don't convert, it doesn't really matter. If you're being more aggressive and getting good chances, you got to put them in the net. That was a beautiful corner kick by the left-footed Lucas Hart. And Redmore used that tall frame to get in there and headed it in perfectly. Simonetti didn't have a chance as he corrals that one awfully close, though, to that end line. I don't know if he realized just how deep he was. Simonetti's made some nice plays already as he punts this one out towards midfield. And a push in the back called there until Trippner. Just about at the 20-minute mark here of the first half. It's Sioux Falls 2, Med City 1. If you're joining us a little bit late, Sioux Falls scored their first 2 goals 4 minutes apart. At the 4-minute mark, it was Stevenson Storm getting past the defense and getting a really nice angle for his first goal. And then he scored again 4 minutes later at the 8-minute mark as Sioux Falls simply out-hustled Med City up the field. And I believe it was Kirabel Yurga with a nice pass ahead to Storm. Jarvis came out of the box to try and make a play, and now here's Storm again on the left side looking for his hat trick. Centers that one, and Jarvis with a nice play able to corral it. But Storm essentially had an empty net for his second goal after he was able to pop it out in front of Jarvis. But then Med City able to tie it up just moments ago off the corner kick from Lucas Hart, headed in by Ayrton Redmore. Got some clouds coming in overhead, and it's getting a little cooler outside. Still dry. It's been dry for about the last month here in the Rochester area. So we're hoping that changes here sometime soon. Just not on game day. Thank you, Chris Roberts. Joined in the booth here, as usual, by Frank Moline and Chris Roberts, the people behind the scenes who make this engine go. Chris is our tech guy, and I'm told we have some new camera angles tonight, so I'm excited to go home and watch this. Because if you guys like the sound of my voice, you should really know how much I love the sound of my own voice and watching this back on replay. But Frank does the scoreboards and the stats, very multifaceted, and even hosts. How many kids? Just one kid this year, but has been a host family since Med City began in 2017. And it goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway, it's just so good to be back out playing live sports, watching this action after the year we've all had. Win, lose, or draw. Things are feeling pretty close to normal once again. About halfway through the first half here as Med City tries to work it up the right side of the field. Nice pass up ahead to Carl Nyman. Nyman tries to center it, gets it back. Lang Nielsen. Nice play there by Lang Nielsen. Up ahead now Hart, all sorts of room, puts in with the right foot, and good cutoff there, and Lang Nielsen sends that one all the way across. And it works its way out the gates, so my son will try and chase that one down, but the score remains 2-1, Sioux Falls.
Orthodontic Health Center on North Broadway has been practicing for more than 25 years, offering braces and Invisalign for both adults and children. Orthodontic Health Center offers free orthodontic consultations to assess your orthodontic needs. Dr. John Lawson has been a part of the soccer community for 25 years, and he's a proud sponsor of Med City FC.
Call them at 507-282-6447 and schedule a free consultation today.
Med City won't be able to track that one down, so a goal kick upcoming here for Sioux Falls. But again, that, pardon the pun, early storm from Sioux Falls. 2 goals by Stevenson Storm. Med City has really come back well. And have really outplayed Sioux Falls ever since that lackluster start. Nice pass over to Prater. Was off the foot of Hart once again. Hart's really been doing a nice job of table setting here the last few minutes. Backs that one out to Hilton Jones. Reverses course. And it's cut off. Nice play there by Tyler Limmer of Sioux Falls. Josh Balsiger tries to keep it in the zone. And out of bounds. Last touched by Sioux Falls. We're going to tease these angles, the new camera angles. They're not working just yet. But I saw something on Chris's computer before the game, and it really excited me. So that was with nothing happening yet. As Lang Nielsen has it on the left wing and can't keep it in the zone. Nice pass there. Here comes Storm up the left side. Storm back up ahead to Jurga. Jurga, another nice play. That was a series of nice plays by Jurga and Storm. Those two are a problem. They have been showing out so far as Arrow Lambo gets taken down by Jorge Lopez. And so the foul will give Med City the ball.
Quick Trip stores sell only top-tier gasoline. Top-tier gasoline contains a higher level of cleaning detergent, which improves engine performance. Using top-tier gasoline ensures a higher standard of gasoline for your car. It cleans your engine while you drive, helping your car run smoother, longer. Another fresh idea from Quick Trip.
Approaching the 27-minute mark here in the first half. Med City has really dominated the last 20 minutes after falling behind early 2-0. As they look to have another threat here, Lang Nielsen has that one deflected. Goes just over the top. And I believe Med City is going to have the corner. Yes, they do. Colton Prater heads out to get that set up. Prater tries to hook it in. Oh! Arrow Lambo sends that one to Lambeau Field with the left foot. Such a good corner kick by Prater, and sometimes when that happens, so Arrow Lambeau, I think, got excited by just how much net was out there for him. Took a big swing when all he really needed to do was tap it, and obviously deflected off the left foot. So chance goes wide for Med City. But again, they are playing well here these last 20 minutes. So if they keep doing what they're doing, eventually these chances will start to come to fruition for them.
Sioux Falls sending it in from deep, and Storm in the corner centers it, and Hilton Jones can't clear it cleanly. And now it's Juan Macri back to Storm. Storm, a nifty move. 2 defenders there, though. Nice play. I think it was Trippner who got in the way the most for Med City. Obviously, they're going to key in on Storm after those first 2 goals. Yurga just crossing over Miguel Tomei right there. Again, Yurga and Storm, very impressive here in the early going. As Jarvis comes out and grabs that and quickly sends it ahead to Tomei. Now Prater up the left side. Some nifty moves. Up ahead looking for Arrow Lambo. Got cut off there. And Med City again, good balance here. Up ahead, Lang Nielsen can't quite chase it down, ran out of steam there. You can see it. He took a big breath after that one. He got past the defender, but just a little bit too far out in front of himself to be able to make a play on it before Simonetti came out and grabbed it. So the score remains 2-1.
Collider is a nonprofit here in Rochester that activates, connects, and empowers early-stage entrepreneurs with navigation, education, space, and storytelling. Considering starting a business? They are here to help. Reach them at hello@collider.mn.
Throw in on the way here for Sioux Falls. And it's tapped back inbounds, barely. We'll play it out and reverse it over to this near side here. And Carl Nyman gets it back from Hilton Jones here. And we'll pass back to Trippner. Trippner too strong on that pass. That one goes under the bleachers on the other side. Silas Burt's going to track that one down. True story, he broke a window at my house. Another neighborhood kid. Good kid, though. Didn't do it on purpose. It was, they were playing. So, all good. Fun to have ball kids that I know here tonight as a Stewartville Youth Athletic Association supporter. And here comes Sioux Falls. They've got numbers. And that one off the side of the net there. I think that was Juan Macri on the shot. Yes, it was. So Macri goes wide right, and now Med City putting it in quickly. And Jarvis sends that one up towards midfield. Big collision at midfield as Lang Nielsen ends up on top of the ball. And now here comes Storm, left side, up ahead to Yurga. Nice pass. Yurga gets in the corner, centers it, nobody there. Oh, wow, though. Dangerous clear there by Med City. Yurga, left side. Defended nicely by Carl Nyman. And now Prater tries to reverse course. Tomei, nice pass back to Prater. Prater's got space. Working from the middle, tries to punch it ahead to Lucas Hart on the left side, and Hart will retreat a moment. Has it again, tries to send it upfield. Yurga and Prater get into it. Now Lang Nielsen gets it back for Med City.
Nyman dribbles it forward. Arrow Lambo trying to keep it in, just out of bounds, and they're saying last touched by Med City. 34 minutes gone here in the first half.
Get social with Med City FC at the game. Share what's happening tonight with your family and friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat. And don't forget to hashtag Med City FC in 90 minutes of mayhem.
Jarvis plays it back here for Med City. As they get it up towards midfield. Again, they trailed 2-1. 35 minutes gone here in the first half. The sun is setting and it's cooling off here in Rochester. See fans starting to bundle up. Nyman heads that one. That one's going to go out of bounds, though. So Sioux Falls will have a throw in here on the near side. Beltran sending it in. Tapped ahead by Lopez. And Nyman turns it over. Now Lang Nielsen up ahead. He's got Prater to his right. That's where he goes. Prater, 2 defenders on him. Needs to find a lane. Can't get one. Gets knocked over. No whistle. As Storm sends that one up ahead to Yurga. Far right side, that one's cleared away. That was Macri. Sioux Falls will throw it in from the far side. Tapped out of bounds, last touched by Sioux Falls.
We'd like to give a special shout out to our player level sponsors, Francisco's Caribbean Kitchen and Fellowship of Christian Athletes, for their support of Med City FC.
Sending that one upfield was Lucas Hart. He's been active here in this first half. I'd like to give a special shout out to head coach Neil Cassidy, not here this evening. I'm hopeful he's able to watch at home or at least watch this stream later. Obviously, we hope he's back with the team sooner rather than later. So tonight, filling in is Coach Fabian. And obviously, he would like to win his Med City interim coaching debut. As Brady Cork sends it forward here for Sioux Falls. That one goes out of bounds, and we saw a lot of fireworks really in the first 20 minutes. That's where all our scoring came from, and the Med City had some great chances between the 20 and 30 minute marks, but Since then, these teams have kind of started to settle a little bit at midfield as Storm dribbles the wrong way for a while. Now Simonetti will have to reverse field. About 6 minutes plus stoppage left here in this first half. Out of bounds, last touch by Med City. Or no, correction, last touch by Sioux Falls. So the Mayhem able to go to work here. And now the officials stop the action, and I can't really tell why. It's right in my vantage point of where our camera guy is standing. So yeah, things are getting a bit chippy. But Lucas Hart will send it in here for the Mayhem. Hart uncorks again with the left foot, and a nice catch there by Simonetti. That one bent right towards him, and Simonetti takes issue with one of the Med City players. I believe it was Prater coming in. But that's typically what you do on free kicks, is you charge the net, so not sure what got him all aggravated. Arrow Lambo gets taken down. Stephen Adell, who's pleading, but I mean, Arrow Lambo did travel about 5 feet from where contact was made, so typically that's a pretty clear-cut tripping call. So Prater will send it in for Med City here. 3.5 minutes plus stoppage left here in this first half. Sure, Med City would like to go into the locker room tying things up here. And that one, they want to say, did it cross the plane? Yes, it did. I didn't see who it was. I'm seeing the high five being given to Till Trippner. But that is a goal for Med City.
Scoring for Med City, number 14, Till Trippner.
So Med City able to tie things up. It was Trippner, we believe, who put that one in off the free kick from Arrow Lambo. And Simonetti didn't like it, but we could see from here it looked like it crossed the line. And Simonetti had one earlier that he caught with his heels right up on that line, so he does play back a little bit. That time it cost him. Is Arrow Lambo fighting for that one with Omari. And now Arrow Lambo able to get it back. So a tie game, Med City with all the momentum right now. Tied 2-2. And another free kick upcoming here for the Mayhem. Both Prater and Hart standing there, so I'm curious who's going to send it in. So too is Sioux Falls, I'm sure. It will be Hart with the left foot. And a lot of traffic up there. Simonetti clears it, and they're going to stop it. And some pushing and shoving now, and Lang Nielsen just got thrown to the ground. Yeah, and the official had his back turned like it was WWE. As Lang Nielsen was in there, and there was some pushing and shoving, and he got thrown to the ground. There wasn't much acting there at all. And no cards are going to be issued as we hit the 45-minute mark here. Pretty intense first half of action. Those that came out tonight are getting their money's worth. Don't know quite how much stoppage time we'll get. We're getting bets here in the booth. 2 minutes. Was a pretty clean first half. Not a lot of stoppages other than when Oliver had to check out of the game. By the way, he's standing on the sideline, appears to be just fine. Not sure if he'll be back in tonight or not. Throw in Jurga up ahead to Storm. That one kicked into oblivion by Carl Nyman. Only 1 minute of stoppage as they close out the first half, and what a first half that was. Med City fell behind early, 2-0. In the first 8 minutes, it was Stevenson Storm scoring both goals. But then they fought back, the Mayhem did. They outplayed Sioux Falls from that point forward and were rewarded with goals by Redmore at the 18-minute mark and Trippner at the 42-minute mark. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Med City FC. Welcome back as we get ready to start the second half here from Rochester Regional Stadium. Sioux Falls and Med City gave us an awesome first half, as it was the Thunder getting on the board first with 2 goals in the first 8 minutes, both by Stevenson Storm. But Med City battled back. They had all the momentum to close out the first half and knot things up at 2 apiece as we start half number 2. And now Med City will be going from right to left on your screen. And we have great news for you viewers. Those corner cams are working here in the second half, so hopefully we'll have some really cool angles for you to see. And hopefully they'll be off of some great corner kicks, which led to goals. Well, one was a corner kick, one was a free kick from a cornerish area for Med City to get their points on the board. So the Mayhem have it on the far side. Goals scored by Med City in that first half were by a couple of defensemen. It was Ayrton Redmore with the header off the corner kick from Lucas Hart, and then Till Trippner was able to get a goal off the free kick from Mazid Arolambo. So that's our first half recap for you. We think it was Trippner. There was a bunch of people out there, and he was getting the most high fives, so that is our scientific way of breaking that down. Sometimes tough to see up here in the booth exactly who did what if their bodies are angled away, as I'm assuming that's Stevenson Storm on the far side. I can't see his number, but passing to Yurga just wide on that shot. Those two have been the biggest problem for Med City all night long. Storm, like I said, has both those goals, but Kirabel Yurga was there, the recipient, just sending that one wide left. And that was an excellent chance there for the Thunder. So Med City keeps things tied as Jack Hilton-Jones comes up the middle of the field. Prater turns around. Gives it ahead to Carl Nyman. And now Hilton-Jones trying to keep it away from Storm. It's going to be tapped back to A.J. Jarvis, who will boot it away. All the way towards midfield. You know, Peter Holt Lang Nielsen came into this game early after an injury to Tyler Oliver. And he's been active, and he's also been punished out there quite a bit. Seems like he's been in the middle of every push and shove in that first half and just took some abuse again at midfield. But appears to be doing okay. As Hart looks for a lane. Now sends it wide right. Nyman tries to center and is cleared away by Sioux Falls. And they will say last touch by Sioux Falls, so Med City will throw it in. Redmore goes across to Ballseger, who gives way to Miguel Tomei. Now Ballseger near side. Nifty move. Passes back to Prater, who fakes, then goes, then has it taken away momentarily. Now Prater has it back. Tried to pass to Hilton-Jones, and the give and go did not work there. So here comes Sioux Falls. Nope. Hilton-Jones able to cut it off. And now coming up the right side is Hart. He's got some room. Tries to center it. It's denied. A lot of spin on that ball. Backs it out. Kind of a dangerous pass there, but Redmore able to handle it. And reverse field up ahead to Tomei. Tomei has room. Sends it in. And too high or wide for Arolambo to make a play.
Eat healthy on the go. Quick Trip makes it easy with fresh daily salads and sandwiches, healthy yogurts and cheeses, wonderful fruit cups, and an assortment of fresh fruits and vegetables. Fresh is the best, and Quick Trip is making it fresh for you.
Just about 5 minutes gone here in the second half. Med City and Sioux Falls tied at 2 apiece as Yurga comes in. Med City again able to clear it away. Nyman gets in the way momentarily, now has it again, passes to Hilton Jones. Hart up the right side, has it taken away by Beltran. And a nice clear there by Hilton Jones out of bounds. Storm will be there for the throw in for Sioux Falls, puts it in quickly. Up ahead, and we've got an injury off the field. I believe that's Eric Beltran grabbing his knee. I'll be honest, I didn't see it. It appeared to have happened after the ball was cleared into the middle, but Beltran's up, seems to be running it off. Appears as though he is okay. So it will be, no, that's not Storm. Being sent in, goes wide right. We'll see what the call is here. It is last touched by Med City, so a corner kick coming up here for Sioux Falls. We're going to have the corner cam here for Kirabel Yurga. Yurga into a lot of traffic. Bicycle kick off the post, but then goes in. A great shot. And I'll tell you who it was once I can see his number here. As this one's pretty obvious who scored it. I just can't see what number. And now I do. It was number 20, Stephen Aodell, putting Sioux Falls back on top by a score of 3-2.
Scoring for Sioux Falls, number 20, Stephen Aodell.
So Aodell at the 52-minute mark puts Sioux Falls back up on top. Five goals already in this match. These two teams very aggressive here this evening. Again, it feels like Med City has spent way more time in Sioux Falls territory, but Sioux Falls has these runners, these guys who just streak up the field. Not the case on that last goal, but their first couple goals worked out that way where Storm just got behind the defense. And that situation where Aodell just made a really nice play off that corner kick. Hit the post and able to trickle in just past that end line. So exciting play. And Aodell again kind of reliving that bicycle-ish kick. I don't know if there's a word for like a side bicycle kick, but that's more of what he's doing. If there's not one, we'll invent it. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sioux Falls. 9 minutes gone here in the second half. Med City will try and even things up here once again. They've been playing from behind for much of the evening. As Ballsiger throws it in, and not a good throw in. Now up ahead chasing it down is Juan Macri. Macri with the centering pass looking for Storm. Nice turning kick there by Ballsiger. Headed forward by Hilton Jones. Sioux Falls is there. Now it's Limmer on the right side. Looking for a lane, deflected away by Ballsiger, but a corner kick will be coming up for the Thunder. Sending it in will be Karabel Yurga. And Yurga ground pounds this one. A lot of traffic as Storm, though, is denied by A.J. Jarvis. Great play there by Jarvis as Storm had it. And it looks like, I think we're going to have another corner kick here. And it's going to be Yurga setting up on the other side. This time he does put some air under it. Goes pretty wide, and Jarvis goes up high to make the catch. And Jarvis looking to push the pace here. Punts it up towards midfield, kind of a shallow kick. Arrow Lambo able to get a foot on it, but it's back with Sioux Falls. A few droplets of rain now starting to fall. And that one is sent up to the top of the building there. So Med City can put it in. They do so. Out wide, it's Redmore. Tomei reversing field, and Med City kind of taking their time here, which is okay. As Redmore sends that one up. Prater has it at midfield. Yurga hits the deck. Back to Tomei. Tomei, the left-footed pass back to Jack Hilton-Jones. Sioux Falls cleared it, but they kick it out of bounds. So a throw-in coming for Med City.
Hughes Financial Planning, providing fee-only financial planning for Rochester's Gen X and Gen Y families. Contact them today and schedule your free consultation. Hughes Financial Planning.
Really quick chance there for Med City, goes begging as Simonetti able to get in the way and now boot it back towards midfield. That's a big boot. But Med City able to take control here. It's Nyman again. He's having himself a nice game. Up ahead, Lang Nielsen tries to center it. Kicked out of bounds, but a corner kick upcoming for the Mayhem. Looks like it's Lucas Hart over there on the far side again, trying to recreate the same magic of the first half. And Ayrton Redmore headed one in off the left-footed kick. Here we go again. Cleared out and wide left. And that was last touch by Sioux Falls, so Med City will have a throw-in from the near side. Nice throw there. And that one touched by Sioux Falls, kicked out of bounds. And again, another throw-in will be coming. Guessing Josh Ballsager will send it in once more. Backing up as far as he can. Getting it out in front. A lot of traffic up there. Prater tries to keep it in, but Sioux Falls able to clear it. Med City does have a couple defenders back there. Jarvis gets it back to Trippner. Trippner the give and go with Ballsiger. Nice play there by the referee, letting that one go between his legs as Prater gets thrown to the deck by Yurga. I'm not sure what he's complaining about. That one was pretty obvious. He's been pushing and grabbing a lot, and they've been letting a lot go. Both teams have been plenty physical during this match. So the officiating has been consistent. But no cards yet, despite some chippy moments. As Jurga comes up ahead. Nice slide there by Trippner. Storm still has it. Nice feed up ahead, and Jarvis will slide and save. As Tyler Limmer was charging in. It's about the only play Jarvis could have made there. Now Balsiger up the left side. Passes ahead to Lang Nielsen. Reversing course, just a little too far for Lucas Hart. Simonetti, bit of a dangerous play there, but able to keep it away from Aralambo. Now here comes Ethan Glissendorf. Up ahead to Stephen Ayodell. And booted back upfield by Redmore. So Sioux Falls will keep it in the zone. For the moment anyway. Yeah, no touch there by Med City, so they'll be able to throw it in from deep in their own territory.
Grey Duck Theater and Coffee House is a proud sponsor of Med City FC. Be sure to come out to Grey Duck for Watch Party Wednesdays on June 9th, June 16th, and July 7th, and catch the Mayhem away games on the big screen.
Med City on the attack here with 16 and a half minutes gone here in the second half. Hart backing it out. Now sending it in and headed, but no good there by Tomei. Nice play nonetheless. I think he was fed by Lang Nielsen on the far side. No, I stand corrected. That was Carl Nyman who sent it in from wide right, and Tomei was able to get underneath it and try to head it towards the goal, but it just went wide right. I'm not sure Simonetti would have had a chance at that one. I don't know if he knew Tomei was over there. Now here comes Jack Hilton-Jones walking it up. Back to Nyman, and Hilton-Jones trying to center it. That one cleared away out of bounds, so a corner kick will come up here for Med City. So Lucas Hart from the far side. Has that strong left foot, puts it towards the net. Deflected away by Sioux Falls. Storm and Prater are tangled up. Prater at least able to slow him down enough, and now Limmer up the right side. He'll get cut off by Balsiger. He waits for his attackers to come, tries to center it. Now Limmer just takes a shot, and a good defensive play there by Nyman. But shades of Andres Escobar in the 1994 World Cup, as that almost went into his own net. It looks like a substitution is ready to come in here for Sioux Falls.
Substitution for Sioux Falls, number 9, Emmanuel Boateng.
So here comes a corner kick for Kirabel Jurga. Goes shallow, headed away by Med City. Kept in, Jarvis hesitates, and now kicked. Caught by Jarvis. Shot was off the foot of Jorge Lopez. And it was a good thing there that Jarvis fell back. So that was a good shot and better save that time by A.J. Jarvis, keeping this thing at 3-2. Sioux Falls definitely has the momentum here, though, in this second half. Scoring a goal at the 52-minute mark, although Lang Nielsen gets behind the defense, and that one trickles around, and no one can put it away. So Sioux Falls avoids a big opportunity there from Med City. The Mayhem will throw it in from the far side as we get ready for another substitution for Med City.
MetroNet is simply a better internet provider. With no data caps, no long-term contracts, and award-winning internet speed, MetroNet is your only fiber internet provider in town. Check us out online and discover how we can improve your internet, TV, and phone services today.
At the 66-minute mark of this match, and it's Med City trailing 3-2. Lang Nielsen ahead to Prater. Had a little space, backs off now. And tried to just wedge it through a wall of defenders. Ayrton Redmore now trying to keep it in, and he gets tackled. Redmore kept his hands wide up the whole time, and yet he's still the one called for the infraction. Tyler Limmer, you can see from up here anyway, had his arms wrapped around Redmore, but it's just like I tell my first and third graders that I coach. They're not going to get all of them right. And yes, tie your shoes. That's right, Frank. Don't worry, we'll have a snack after the game too. I mean, Taco Lab is here tonight, so. So a corner kick up coming here for Sioux Falls, and again, it'll be Kirabel Yurga. Yurga centering it. Nice play again by Jarvis off the header. I believe it was Lopez who headed that one in. Didn't quite hit it clean. But sometimes those are the trickier headers to kind of track down as a goaltender. Arrow Lambo doing a dance on that far side. Trying to find some space, and he gets taken down. They will call a foul there on Eric Beltran.
Megawatt Video Game Party is Rochester's most exciting mobile birthday party and event expert. Our video game parties come right to you with the best games and consoles for up to 28 players at once. With full climate control and our own quiet generator, this party goes just about anywhere, anytime. For more info, visit our website at megawattgametrailer.com or call 507-320-3777.
So here comes the free kick now from Med City off the foot of Hart, and Ayrton again! Ayrton Redmore puts in his second goal of the game. No, he does not. They call that offsides. No goal for Med City. They're going to take a look at it. Well, not take a look, have a discussion about it. So the officials will discuss it.
official call on the field, no goal for Med City, offsides, and a substitution for the Mayhem, number 2, Gilner Lobo. Substitution for Sioux Falls, number 2, Diego Esquivo. Jump Pros LLC is a locally owned company that has been servicing Rochester and the surrounding area for 7 years. Because we are a full-service junk removal company, we have the manpower and proper equipment to come to your residence and carefully and safely remove any and all unwanted items. Junk Pros is also specialized in demolition work, ranging from tile removal to garage teardowns. We also do snow removal for residential and commercial properties. Check out our Facebook page or give us a call and let us know how we can help you.
So the offsides call wipes away a goal for Med City. There's not much controversy in our booth about it. We were all in agreement there was no offsides, and unfortunately with the live stream we're not going to go back and look. But again, tonight when I'm listening to the sound of my own sultry tones, I'll see if that truly was offsides or not. Simonetti sends that one far upfield. We're at the 72.5-minute mark in the match. Again, I don't expect much stoppage time other than that most recent delay due to the conference by the officials. Both teams kind of playing patty cake at midfield here as Med City able to clear it. That was Balsiger passing back to Jarvis. Sent it towards midfield again. You know, Sioux Falls has been very aggressive in this second half. You wonder if they'll start to fall back a little bit. That 1-goal lead, that's always the debate, is do you try to tack on an extra one and pretty much put this thing to bed, or just make life miserable on the other end for Med City. Here comes Lobo, fresh into the game, fresh legs, making some moves here on the left side. He's got to find somebody. And passes it back to Balsiger. Balsiger tries to send it in. Popped up high in the air. And last touched by Sioux Falls, so Lucas Hart in for a corner kick. Hart with the left foot, batted away, and it did clear wide enough right. The way Simonetti hit that, wasn't sure, because it definitely didn't go the direction that he hit it, but again, good enough to clear away from the net. As Colton Prater gets taken down, they are going to call a penalty there, so a free kick coming up for Med City. Oh, even a yellow card there issued to Sioux Falls.
Yellow card issued to Sioux Falls, number 11, Tyler Liver.
Federico Andreas Simonetti will clear it away here for Sioux Falls with a 3-2 lead. And another grab, actually this time they're calling it on Peter Holt-Lang-Nielsen. More conversations there at midfield as well.
Minnesota Rush is a proud sponsor of Med City FC. Minnesota Rush Soccer is committed to providing unparalleled soccer experience to all of those who have interest in the game of soccer. Minnesota Rush promotes the development of character, the electricity of competition, and the importance of pure enjoyment. We are committed to making soccer a pleasant, safe, and rewarding experience for everyone involved, regardless of age or ability. Find out more about Minnesota Rush by visiting our website at www.minnesotarush.com.
Throw in from the near side here for Sioux Falls. Jack Hilton-Jones able to dribble through a number of defenders here. And now it's cleared back. Lang-Nielsen tries to get up there and block it. No dice there. And Med City starting to run out of time here, so may need to take a few more gambles. Arrow Lambeau tries to do the same thing, and Sioux Falls doing a nice job of playing keep away at this point. Prater with it near midfield. Has some room. Scans the field. And backs it out to Ballsiger. Now passed ahead. Lobo gets taken down by Jurga, and he's going to get a card as well.
Yellow card issued to Sioux Falls, number 8, Kirabel Jurga.
So the second yellow card of the match here issued to Sioux Falls. Jurga has one, Limmer has one. Man advantage would really help right now for Med City, as that one sent in and caught in a crowd of people by Simonetti. He's made some nice plays here tonight off some very solid Med City attacks.
For all your insurance needs, contact Ted Smith Insurance. Auto, home, life, farm, or business, Ted Smith Insurance is here to help. Find better coverages at better prices with Ted Smith Insurance. For more info, go to www.twsagency.com.
Another takedown there by Med City, and this time I think that is Hart on the ground, as we're approaching the 80-minute mark of this match, and they are going to go ahead and send trainers out there. Well, maybe not. Hart's back on his feet. But some physical play here by Sioux Falls, especially over the last 10 minutes or so. Med City's going to have a free kick from a good spot here. And it will be Hart lining it up, although Prater's in the area as well. Trippner and Nyman stay back. And it will be Hart sending it just too high. And so another chance goes awry for Med City.
Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of Med City FC. Just as the Mayhem strives to bring you the highest quality of soccer entertainment, Our practice's top priority is to provide you with the highest quality orthodontic care in a friendly, family-oriented, and professional, yet comfortable environment. We utilize the latest technological advances in the industry, and our philosophy is to create beautiful smiles for children and adults that will last a lifetime. Discover more about Praska Orthodontics by visiting our website or schedule an appointment at 507-288-8844.
Crossing the 81.5-minute mark here in the second half of this match. It's Nyman up the right side. Med City's been here before. They try to reverse and can't quite do it. Limmer, one of the guys with a yellow card for Sioux Falls, takes it away. So maybe if they get him good and angry. Hilton Jones called for the tackle there. And they are going to issue a yellow card to him as well.
Yellow card issued to Med City number 6, Jack Hilton Jones.
Lobo with it as we hit the 83-minute mark. Now Nyman trying to send it in the middle. A little too high for Arrow Lambo. Balsiger tries to get a shot off, and then Hart has it deflected out of bounds. Should be a corner kick here for Med City. It is. Colton Prater runs down to send it in. A lot of traffic, and that one is banged home by Arrow Lambo. We are tied back up at 3 apiece.
Scoring for Med City off the corner kick, number 7, Mazid Arrow Lambo. We'd like to thank Taco Lab for being a proud sponsor of Med City FC. If you didn't get a chance to have a taco during the game, or if you had one and would like more, they're going to be at the Civic Center location after tonight's game, and the team will be eating there as well to stay big and strong.
So Med City ties things up off a corner kick again. They have been stellar on those specialty plays here this evening. As Hart sends that one forward, and now the rush is on to see if either team can put one in the net before we run out of time here and get 3 full points. Big boot out of bounds. So a goal kick coming here from Med City.
Prater kicked it from the corner. And then Arrow Lambo scored.
You bet.
So here we go. Josh Balsiger, a strong thrower. About to throw it in here on the near side. Sends it towards the net, maybe a little too much into the corner, and that one is caught by Simonetti. 86-minute mark here. Simonetti boots that one a mile. Last touch by Med City, so a throw in here on the near side.
Substitution for Sioux Falls, number 15, David Bizamana.
So another substitution here for Sioux Falls as we approach 87 minutes in this match. Throwing in will be Diego Esquivel. You can see some fatigue setting in for an early season match. These guys have really been going hard from the start and perhaps starting to run out of gas. It's taken a lot of energy from both teams, especially Med City, to try and come back in this one. So you've got both sides of it, the excitement from Med City, but the fatigue of basically trying to come back all game long. And then for Sioux Falls, that letdown that you let one in after having so many leads. So both teams needing to dig deep here in the last few minutes of action. Take advantage of their chances as Aero Lambo was in the area. Simonetti, again, is, despite giving up 3 goals this evening, he really has played quite well. Med City has had a lot of opportunities, and we are going to have some good stoppage time here. 5 minutes are going to be tacked on once we hit the 90-minute mark. Shot wide left, but what a strike there. I believe that was Colton Prater putting a charge into that one. So yet another missed opportunity here for Med City. So Simonetti will send it out. A little bit of hand fighting there at midfield. Sioux Falls trying to put it in play quickly. And another collision, which leads to Med City getting the ball. Jarvis is going to send it out. Ooh. Big header there from Lopez, who had to shake that off. And now Hart couldn't quite get positioned well for that. Up ahead, that one's going to drift out of bounds, but last touch by Med City, so perhaps an opportunity here for Sioux Falls as we hit the 90-minute mark.
Five minutes of stoppage time will be added.
So throwing it in here. Well, it was going to be David Bizamana, but now gives way to get on the attack and dribbles that one out of bounds. So So Med City has a goal kick. And they're able to send it up the middle of the field as Prater was left wide open. Defense collapsing on him now. As he was looking for Arrow Lambo. And here they go up the right side. Passed ahead, Arrow Lambo has a little room, gets taken down, and no whistle. They're letting it go. No, there is a yellow card. Never mind. Can't quite see the number there. Believe that's on them, and so we will have a free kick from an opportune spot here.
Yellow card issued to Sioux Falls.
So a free kick coming up here. Is Arrow Lambo 84. Lucas Hart will put it in. And that one finds the back of the net for Med City. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No offsides call there. I can't tell you who put it in because he's being mobbed right now. Even AJ Jarvis is all the way up the field to congratulate. Anybody in the booth knows who hit that in. I would love to know. There was a lot of traffic. I want to
Scoring for Med City, number 17, Josh Balsiger.
So now Med City is tasked with just protecting this lead. They have not led all night long. They were down 2-0 8 minutes into this match, battled back towards the end of the first half to be able to be tied at 2-2. And then 7 minutes into the second half, Sioux Falls went on top yet again. And it wasn't until the 84-minute mark as Jarvis makes a big snag there. And he's a little shaken up. Or he's perhaps buying some time. At any rate, it's an okay thing to do. But that mess of people, we're gonna assume it was Josh Balsiger. If we're wrong about that, we'll let you know at some point. We'll put corrections in the Facebook comments or something. Nick Johnson will do that for you. Not from the official Med City page, but the guy who likes to go back and watch the tape will try to figure that one out. So again, we're in stoppage time here, and Med City has a 4-3 lead. That go-ahead goal off the free kick just snuck past all that Sioux Falls Thunder defense. It's going to be a long bus ride home for them as they got to feel like they absolutely blew an opportunity here tonight. Whistle blows, and Lucas Hart was going to start celebrating, but it was just a yellow card being issued to a player for Sioux Falls.
Yellow card issued to Med City, number 23, Peter Holt, Lang Nielsen.
So that yellow card was issued to Med City, and it was Lang Nielsen. As Med City clears it, that's all they have to do now. Just send it back into that Sioux Falls zone. They're keeping a crowd on the defensive side. Passed up ahead. And Med City will keep that one inbounds. Nice play. And the final whistle sounds. The home crowd was treated to a wild one tonight. And the Mayhem came out on top to improve to 2-0 on the season.
Your final score, Med City 4, Sioux Falls 3. Thank you so much for coming out tonight to support our local Med City FC Mayhem. Be sure to join us for our next home game on Friday, May 28th. Gates open at 6 p.m. and kickoff is at 6:45. Hope to see you on Friday, May 28th for 90 more minutes of Mayhem.